Caramba, are you nuts?
Check. Yes. Ooh. Mike's a little hot. It's your boy Ghambit, a.k.a. Tequila Daddy, a.k.a. Gavi Poppy, a.k.a. Jose Rogan. It's the most lit podcast in the Galaxy Treehouse Club live. Yes. Man, I didn't even know this. Shout out to Brian Banks. Shout out to 40 Joe. Ling in the chat. Yeah. Junior Martinez in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. So, I'm trying a bunch of different shit. Like, I think this, like, I'm gonna try this stream where, like, this one right now, I'm gonna do this. So I did one where I was just kind of like reacting to a bunch of shit, and I just went live and was just like reacting to hella shit. We didn't do it too scripted. This one, I'm not gonna say that it's scripted, but I have more of an idea of what I want to react to. What we're gonna go down, and I'm gonna break these up into different segments and upload them onto YouTube. Re-upload the different segments, you know, up to YouTube, and then I'm going to do a few reels based off of like how I go. And I decided to do this. I usually do a music stream tonight, and I decided to do this over my music stream just so I can like try new shit. I'm trying to, you know, optimize this channel, try a bunch of new things, and get like a bunch of different just do different shit and see where it goes. So I'm not really you know, just rock with me, you know what I mean, just vibe out with me. I'm gonna be here for the night. If I get bored, you know, if we go through all the content early, I might log on to Kick and play some music. But I just want to kind of react to some of the shit that's going on, some of the news, you know, everything going on with Tory Lanez. You know, Adam and Wack did a podcast where they were talking about the top 10 Chicano rappers. I'm gonna break that down. I'm just gonna you know what I mean, just vibe out with me, man. We're gonna go through some of this content, go through everything that Tory Lanez is going through. We're gonna break that shit down fully. We're gonna do a full breakdown of everything going on with Tory Lanez, and then just see where it goes. It's insane. He's actually housed in Tehachapi. At first, I think we thought he was in Kern. But he's actually in Tehachapi. But again, we'll break that down at the end. I want to go through over some of these other things. It's gonna take a little bit. It won't take that much long, you know. But I want to break down some of these other things, like Kanye getting his music taken off streaming platforms. I want to go over this whole shit with Adam and Wack talking about Chicano rappers, and then we'll break down the entire thing with Tory Lanez. You know, I'm gonna do this stream kind of like, you know, similar like how Academics does a long stream, reacts to a bunch of news on the internet, and then uploads individual segments onto the YouTube channel. So this is what we're gonna do today. This is what the vibe is. After this, you know, I might get a little sauced up. You know what I mean? If I get really sauced up, I might go live on Kick and then play a bunch of music for y'all. So we'll get it lit. You know what I mean? Let me. I think is my mic a little hot, chat? Let me know if my mic's a little hot. Looks like my mic's a little hot. I'm already a loud dude, so it could be my mic's a little hot. Yeah, my mic was a little hot. All right, cool. Shout out to everybody, though. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. My manager, Junior number 9 in the chat. I want to give a quick shout out to Gold Toes and GT Digital Distribution. Make sure you hit them up for all your digital distribution needs. If you are an independent artist in need of digital distribution, you tired of paying them fees with TuneCore, CD Baby, you tired of paying them fees with all them online distributors, and you want to be signed and get like a real distribution deal deal with the record label that where you could call directly and talk to a label rep. They call in, check with you, they run you through the process. It's super easy to upload your content, whether it be a podcast, whether it be your music. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. You call these guys, you have a label rep, they call in and check in on you, run you through the process of uploading your content onto the all DSPs, and they distribute on all digital platforms. You know what I mean? We're talking about iTunes. We're talking about Apple Music, Spotify, oh my God, what's the one that Jay-Z owns? Tidal, an Napster, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So if you want to get part of a real digital distribution movement, get with GT Digital. Hit up GT Digital Distribution. Tell them Ghambit sent you, or hit up my manager, Junior Number 9, on Instagram, and he'll be able to get you tapped in. Make sure you tap in. Get your for all your digital distribution needs. Yes, GT Digital. Shout out to Gold Toes and everybody down at GT Digital, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everything that you've done for the podcast, and also big shout out to Cron Nerds, and shout out to Junior Number 9, one of the dopest. You know, we've been going crazy with the shows here in Salinas. We did OGZ, we did 03 Greedo. We got a big name coming soon. I don't want to. I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag, but once it's time to announce it, we got a flyer. I'm gonna be hosting a big show here in Salinas, so make sure you tapped into that. But if you're in the 831 or anywhere local to the Bay Area, make sure you tap in with us. We got a lot of shows that we got going on all over the Bay Area at any given time, and honestly in the Valley too, in the Central Valley. So anyways, let's get to the content. As Wack100 says, let's get to the content. You know what I mean? And I already know this is a hot topic because we already got I already see the people that have been already coming in here, and I see how it's going. So we are ready. So there's a few things we want to react. There's gonna be a few things we want to react to. First of all, let's do this right here. This is insane, yo. This whole thing with Diddy is actually like really going crazy. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's super crazy. So apparently, Diddy. There's a few things that came out with the Diddy case. One was that where's that wire? I hate that wire is making that noise. Oh, there it goes. I was like, where's that wire noise coming? Dude, where is this? So there's this whole thing with Diddy that just dropped today, where apparently this is a sick man. Oh, okay. You know, I don't mean to laugh about this shit, but because, you know, this involves like a woman being like, you know, this is really fucked up for her. You know what I mean? She was really fucked up for her. It wasn't only like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's easy for us to just like, as people watching from the sidelines, just like be like, wow, this is crazy. But shit is really fucked up. Shit is really, there's some sick people out there, bro. There is some sick people out there, bruh. So apparently, bruh. So apparently, prosecutors in Diddy's trial claim the NYC rapper used to pay. Come on, Ack. You know, shout out to academics, but Ack, this is crazy. The NYC rapper, he's a lot more than just an NYC rapper, man. Dude's a mogul, entrepreneur. Like, really, he's a legend. We'd be lying if we said that Diddy isn't a legend, bro. Oh, you guys want to? I heard about Ling Ling. I heard about the OGZ altercation. On Paru, we got the content. I want to find out who Ling Ling is. Ling Ling. It's crazy that I even gave you a mod, but we gonna find out who you are, gang. But anyways, so prosecutors in Diddy's trial claim the NYC mogul, rapper, playboy, genius, legend, used to pay escorts to urinate in Cassie's mouth. So, I guess they said that one time they got an escort to like a male escort to urinate in her mouth until she was gagging and like coughing and like was like suffocating, which is insane. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how, like, because I'm not big on I consider myself kind of freaky deaky, but to the point where, like, I don't want to pee in a girl's mouth. That's insane. Yo, what's good, my dog Lucky Luciano in the building, man. Yeah, to want to urinate in a girl's mouth is insane. So I don't get where that comes from. But and apparently there's this whole culture of women that go to Dubai and they get a bag to get shitted upon, and that's weird too. I don't get it. I'll never get it. I don't understand pee-pee and poo-poo play. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sharp. Yeah. Yeah, Sharp was apparently drinking young homie's piss, or what's her name, little homie or whatever, homie's piss. Yeah, I don't know. See, this is just always weird. R. Kelly, the whole shit. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the obsession. Like, I don't know if it's like a dehumanizing factor that comes with it, but bro, she's beautiful. Like, I don't understand why you would see a girl like this and you get. I don't know. Maybe it's because at a certain point, these people are so rich, they just become weirdos, because they get so rich. It almost makes me scared to be rich. I don't ever want to be this rich where I start becoming a straight weirdo. You know what I mean? There's some people that I'm just like, damn, are you guys this bored? Where it's like you have so much money that at this point you just like, what do? You're just so weird. This is what you do. You just pee in girls' mouths, and that turns you on. Or you gotta get, and it's even weirder. Like, you're watching a dude. I mean, I already get it. Granted, we probably already have come to the conclusion that Diddy is probably bisexual, right? And I mean, in my opinion, there's no such thing as bisexual for a guy. It's like you can't unsuck a dick. Pause. Sorry, Jesus, sorry. I don't mean to describe it like that, but you can't undo that. You know what I mean? Once you go gay, you can never come back this way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is just what it is. It's just what it is, in my opinion. But I digress. This is weird. But again, here's my thing. This is fucking weird. This is super fucking weird. You got this beautiful woman. You're getting off by watching a dude pull his schlong out, piss in her mouth until she's gargling and choking. It's fucking weird. Super fucking weird. I ain't gonna lie. Is it illegal? No. It's not fucking illegal. It's not illegal to have a kink of watching your girlfriend choke on piss. There's nothing illegal about that. I'm going to be a band. I'm going to keep it a band. There's nothing illegal about watching your girlfriend choke on piss. Is it weird? Yes. Is it gross? Yes. Is it low-key gay? Yes. But there's nothing illegal about any of those things. Just keep it in the band. Yeah, damn homie. Damn homie's the one. But you know, I don't know. I just think it's just like they're trying to do all these other things, and it's like, you know, and I'm not the one to be, you know, because it's like a sensitive situation, because they use the emotional, you know, and every time that I say this, every time that I speak about this thing, I always bring up that video in the hallway. You know, I personally think that you should never put your hands on a woman the way that Diddy put his hands on Cassie, the way that he beat her ass. Not fucking cool. It hurt my heart to see that. We all got moms. We all got sisters and cousins and people we care about, girls. We all got daughters and all that shit. I mean, I don't got daughters, but I can only imagine, right? The way I feel about my mama, my sister, my nieces, I can only imagine how you would feel about your daughter. And watching a video like that of Diddy beating the shit out of Cassie, like, of course, you're going to have emotional ties to the shit, and I get it, right? But one, it already came out that CNN doctored the footage, right? They edited the footage to show a certain narrative that they wanted to show. So it's not like the footage is like, right? And again, I'm not being an apologist for him beating on Cassie, because that's never cool, bro. Listen, it's never cool to beat on a woman like that. It's never, I mean, it's never cool to beat on a woman. And the way that he beat on her was like crazy, right? But CNN already admitted, one, they admitted that the video was edited, and two, they admitted that, well, they said, oh, well, we lost the video. Magically, we lost the entire video. Huh? How does that even make sense? We already know you guys got backups of the backups of the backups. You know what I mean? How does that make sense? So my thing is, if they doctored the video, why do they have to doctor it? If it really showed what it was, you should just be able to release the whole video and show what the real thing is, instead of trying to push a narrative. You should never, and especially in something like this, such a sensitive thing, you should never want to try and push a narrative and try and sway. It should just speak for itself. You know what I mean? And the whole narrative that they're trying to push, that he's a sex trafficker, that he was holding her against her will and all that shit, that's really the narrative that they're trying to push. So it's look crazy. Bro bust out, he's in a fucking towel, it swings like he's about to come out. You know what I mean? It's like he beats the shit out of her in the hallway. But we don't know what happened up to that point. We don't know what happened. And do I say again, I'm not saying it's ever cool to beat a woman. Never fucking cool. But I can't tell you that I'm going to react the same way as the next dude. I've talked to plenty dudes that are like, yo, if a girl spits on me, I'm going to punch her. Or if a girl hits me, I'm going to hit her back. Me, I'm going to walk away because I'm not trying to get locked up. I'm not trying, especially for like beating a woman. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm not trying to be involved in any of that. So that's me. That's me personally. But I'm not every dude. And you can't expect the same thing from every dude that you're going to get from me. So, and after saying that, bro, if this girl did something to piss him off, what I heard, right? And there's different theories going around, but what I heard was that she got all his clothes while he was in the bathroom. She did something. I don't know if she did something to him while he was in the shower, and then she got all his clothes and ran out the fucking room, and he chased after her, and that's where the altercation happened, and that's what they showed. So, you know, if you're not gonna show the whole shit, just you know, again, is he a fucking weirdo? Yes. Is he possibly a fucking freak, creep, fucking all that shit? Yes. But that's just not illegal. That's just not illegal. How are you in the only dude in a RICO case? RICO case is a whole fucking, it's like everybody that's ever been charged in a RICO case is like a gang. It's a gang. You're the only dude in a RICO case. Huh? You're a one-man gang? Huh? That don't make sense to me. You know what I mean? That don't make sense to me. Let's go to the chat. Philip, what up, Philip? Shout out to you, bro. He says sometimes women beat on men. That shit ain't cool either. Sometimes women beat on men. Yeah, pimps slap their hoes. I don't think it's right. No, I don't think it's ever right to beat a woman. Like I said, even if she slapped the shit out of him and all that, I still don't think that she deserved that beating. She was young. You know what I mean? It just comes with, I've dated a young girl before. They physically get comfortable and think that it's like cool to push boundaries, and I just knew how to restrain myself. You know what I mean? But that don't make it cool. But I'm not gonna beat on her. I know how. Look at me and look at her. You know what I mean? It's not even fair. And that's the same thing I feel we hit this like. But again, is he guilty of abusing his woman physically? Sure. Domestic violence? Sure. Like, it's not illegal to piss in your girl's mouth or to have an escort piss in it. Might be the escort part might be illegal, right? Depending on what state you're in. Paying for a prostitute might be illegal, but like it's not really illegal to have weird fetishes. You know what I mean? It just really isn't. You know what I mean? It really isn't. Like honestly, like and if this dude, it's the crazy shit about it is like this. Why is this being brought up in the trial? Like, you know what I mean? Like if he, and this is blast, mind you, this is I'm using academics. I'm using academics for the source, but the fact that this is blasted all over all hip hop media right now. This is on Say Cheese. This is on No Jumper. This is on Poetic Flacco. This is on everywhere, bro. And the fact that they're pushing this narrative is weird. It's like weird. Like we already get it, bro. Like Diddy's been giving us hints that he's a fucking weirdo all these years. With Get Him to the Greek, with just like in his interviews, he's always pushed this narrative that he's a fucking freaky ass dude. Like we've already known this. This is not a secret. This is not something that we like are like surprised over. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? There's nothing illegal about that, you know? Like, is it weird for me? Yeah, of course, you know? Like, bro, I would never want the woman that I am super attracted to and pulling up to award shows and kissing her on the mouth to be pissed in her mouth by a fucking male prostitute. That's weird. It's super fucking weird. It's just weird. But again, it's not illegal. It's not illegal. If y'all want it to be illegal, then make it illegal. But it's not. It's not illegal to have a kink of watching your girl get pissed in. He's gargling piss until she's choking. That's insane. Yo, Diddy, you are diabolical. But again, I don't think it's illegal. So, I mean, it's like, you know, I don't think he was touching kids. I don't think he was like taking advantage, like maybe taking advantage using his money for leverage as in like, oh, look at, I'm Diddy, or I'm using his power. But I don't think he was ever like sexually assaulting women. I just don't think so. I might be wrong, but I just don't think so. And the fact of the matter is, it's not illegal to be a freaky ass weirdo, because I think he's a weirdo. I think he's a freaky ass weirdo. I think Cassie's a beautiful woman, and I don't know why you would want to see this woman be her mouth pissed in until she's. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be laughing, but I think it's weird that you get off by watching your girl get her mouth pissed in until she's fucking choking. That's insane. You're a fucking weirdo, bro. But it's not illegal to be a weirdo. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's illegal to have sex with children. It's illegal to take sex from women, but it's not illegal. This is not illegal. Why are you guys bringing this up in the fucking court? This is fucking weird. They're trying to just like, again, I don't know. I just think this is a strategic attack. Think about it. The Homeland Security raided his home. It was Homeland Security. It wasn't the FBI. It wasn't the CIA. It was Homeland Security. Now, people will make the argument, oh, it's because it was human trafficking. But so what you're saying is that they found a way to charge him with human trafficking. That way they could utilize Homeland Security, because Homeland Security is the ones that could use the terrorism thing. They got a very like broad scope. They could spy on people. Homeland Security got a lot more. After 9/11, Homeland Security is probably the one that moves under the radar a lot more and has more liberties to do what they got to do to get the information. They took computers, they took video. Mind you, a couple years before this, they were doing Rock the Vote. They had a lot of politicians in there. They've been having a lot of issues. The left has been having a lot of issues in trying to get reelected. So I really feel like this dude had a lot of shit on, a lot of freaky ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, you got a lot of freaky ass shit from a lot of politicians, whether it be local politicians, presidential campaigns, all that shit. Trump, all them fools was cool with Diddy. All of them. From the Obamas to Trump. It was all cool with Diddy. So somehow they needed to get to this fool because he had a lot of compromising information on these politicians. In my opinion, I might be wrong. Listen, I'm just here giving my opinion. That's all I'm here for. But what I'm saying is to try and make it seem, right, like this is not illegal to be a fucking weirdo. Do I think it's fucking weird? Yes. Why do you want to see your girl get pissed in her mouth until she's choking? I don't fucking know, because I don't want that shit. I'm not into poo-poo and pee-pee play. It's not for me. Not for me. I am a regular heterosexual man. Listen, I get a little freaky, but not that freaky. That's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. You know what I mean? The minute you pulling out extra shit like a fucking male escort, which I think is low-key gay, hey, it's not illegal to be gay. Again, I gotta be consistent, and this is not illegal. Why are they putting this in court? They're kink shaming this man in court. It's fucking weird. Don't do that shit. They got a whole narrative they're trying to push. There's an agenda here. In my opinion, I might be wrong. In my opinion, it seems like an agenda, a smear campaign. I don't know if there's one of them, one of Kanye's ops that he might have pissed off. I don't fucking know. But again, it's not illegal to be a freaky ass weirdo. Let's go to the chat. What is the chat saying? What is the chat saying? Yo, shout out Ricky Ricardo. Yeah. The 60s in trouble in MDC. Gonna follow suit. Ooh, yeah, we'll look into that, bro. We'll look into that. I'll definitely react to that. Nicole Alexander, my man calls me crazy. A crazy bitch all the time, raises his voice but never raises his hand to me. When is No Filter coming back? I don't know. No Filter. We got to revisit that idea maybe in about a couple years. Old Chinese man, Diddy is a beta. Yeah, he's a bottom. Nicole, the co-host, walked off the Philip, you think it's karma for Tupac's mystery murder? Man, you know what's crazy? It's crazy you say that, because See, I don't want to call myself a conspiracy theorist, but I definitely feel like it's a lot of like blurred lines once you go into the idea of old boy that's locked up right now, and then the fact that he said that there was a Diddy had put a hit on him, but he just never got cashed out for it, you know. So I don't know. It could be. I personally, in this situation, I don't think Diddy's guilty, but only God knows why he does what he does, right? So this might be his way of getting him back. Like, yo, Tupac didn't really do nothing for real. And, you know, he probably thought that whenever he put the hit out on Tupac passed away. But I really think like the whole thing with Tupac, bro, that was like, yeah, maybe Diddy put the hit out on him, but Tupac was wilding, bro. Tupac was wilding in Vegas, bro. On what was that, Baby Lane, Orlando Jones? What was the dude's name, bro? That they ran up on and beat him up in the whole, like, that shit. Come on, man. Like that just like pretty insane to do in the middle of a casino, like. And Tupac was kind of asking. He was already on a crash out mission, bro. So we can't just, you know, like, I don't completely blame. You know, did Diddy maybe put a hit out on him? Maybe did I don't think he was directly responsible for it. I think it was just like a like, all right. They happened to run into him. He robbed. He ran into the dude who he robbed. He beat his ass. The dude who robbed that dude's chain. They beat his ass. They jumped him. That dude got mad. They killed him. And then after, old boy was trying to claim, oh, like, hey, this guy owes me 50 bands because we took out Tupac. So I don't really think it's like Diddy was responsible for it, but maybe just the simple fact that he put a hit out on Pac. That maybe this is God's way of dealing with it. You know what I mean? But I don't think that Diddy's guilty for like the human trafficking, all this crazy shit that they're trying to put. He's guilty of being a fucking weirdo. And that's not illegal, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? That's between him and God. You know what I mean? Is he doing some freaky shit with dudes? Like, you know what I mean? Breaking dudes behind men? Maybe. But that is not illegal unless it's without consent. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there are all the conspiracy theories with Kim Porter and Albie Shore that maybe he's the one that's responsible for them having the strokes and being put on the hospital. But I don't know. I don't really read into, I don't really subscribe too much into them conspiracy theories because it only gets you so far. And I don't know. You know, I need more evidence. You feel me? I need more evidence. And again, I'm gonna say this one more time. Is it illegal to be a freaky ass weirdo who enjoys pee-pee and poo-poo play and watching your girl get her pissed in her mouth until she chokes? No, it's unfortunately not. And I don't think Diddy's guilty. I just don't. Like, you know, is he a domestic violence abuser? Probably, yeah. We've seen that on camera. But again, the video was out of context. CNN said that it was an edited video. They said they lost the original footage, and they also said that it was a doctored film. It was a doctored video. So what can you really say about that? You know, they don't give no context. You don't know what, you know, Cassie did to incite that. Again, I personally would never beat a woman like that, but I'm not everybody. And I don't react the same way as every man. And Diddy obviously did. Like, you know, the narrative is that they got in a fight. I don't know what she did to him while he was in the shower, but she did something allegedly to him while he was in the shower. She took off with all of his clothes. He chased after her in the hallway, and that's where that fucking altercation ensued. And that's the video that we saw. So would that, I should ask the chat, would that change your guys' mind? Would that change your guys' mind, chat, if you guys knew that the actual video, the full video, or like if you knew that she attacked him before him freaking out like that? Because for me it would, because I'm like, even though I don't agree with hitting a woman, not every guy is like me. A lot of dudes don't think that it's cool for a girl to be able to hit a guy and just get away with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just because I'm different. You know, I'm different than a lot of guys, and you know, not every guy thinks like me. So I can't speak for all men. You know what I mean? If I go crazy on my man, he's leaving or calling the cops, I can almost guarantee my man is not hitting me. No, I agree. I'm the same way. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the same way, but not every man is the same. And at very most, this makes him a domestic abuser, right? Or a woman abuser, but he's not a sex traffic or human trafficking rapist, child predator, in my opinion. You know, I might be wrong. I hope I'm right. You know what I mean? The weirdos are the ones getting pissed at and getting paid. Philip said that. Old Chinese man said Tupac and Hitler in South America. Okay, this is a really deep cut right there. I heard Tupac. I thought Tupac was in Cuba. Philip said, how much time you think Diddy deserves? I mean, I don't want to put no time on a man, you know, because if he's innocent, free that man. You know, again, it's not illegal to be weird. It's not illegal to have, you know, he's like, I don't know what it is about these rich people. The richer you get, the weirder you fucking get, the crazier your kinks are. You know what I mean? So I am not the one to gauge that. I'm not the one to put that on him. I don't want to be the one. I'm not a judge. You know what I mean? So I don't know. If he's not guilty of what they're charging him for, free that man. If he's guilty, then hey, he deserves to go to jail. But like, if you guys, I want to make sure you guys can prove it. And it's not just a narrative because people are trying to push an agenda on him. Because again, I personally think that it's because this dude has a bunch of information on all kinds of politicians. Because he was running the Rock the Vote campaign. He had all these politicians kicking it at his house. He has all these cameras, all this camera footage. They seize the hard drives. They seize the footage. You know what I mean? I just don't think that. I personally don't think that he's guilty of what they're charging him for. That's what I'm saying. The fucking, and you know, having sex with underage children, I don't think he did that. I don't think that he raped women, and I don't think that you know, I don't think he raped men, or he might have had sex with men. Yeah. Which again, hey, once you sick a duck, you can never come back. Once you know what I mean? You can't unsuck a dick. I'm sorry, but you can't do that. It's just like, okay, you might be gay. Hey, but that's not illegal. Being aroused because a dude's pissing in your girl's mouth, that's not illegal either. You know what I mean? So we gotta quit with the whole, like, the media is using things to weaponize. They're weaponizing propaganda against people to make them emotionally invested. So we're like, oh my God, you know, just the fact that CNN admitted that they edited the video before releasing it, and then they lost the original footage. That should be a big red flag alone. You know what I mean? This is all an agenda that they're pushing to try and get this man locked up. You know, there's other things where they're saying that this fool was trying to buy BET. Like, there's just a bunch of other shit that, like, you know, when it goes more into the conspiratorial aspect of it. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. T-Pain said, free Diddy. Cassie like all the freaky shit. Free that boy. I mean, I kind of agree. They were saying that Cassie was the one organizing some of these orgies herself. You know what I mean? Like, again, and I'm nobody to shame. You know, it's very hard talking about these things because then you sound like you're like victim shaming. And I'm not at all doing this. Listen, if he is guilty, go ahead. Lock him up, throw away the key. But I personally don't think it is. It's just like a lot of circumstantial evidence, a lot of like just the fact that they had to doctor that film, just the fact that they had to edit the footage of him in the hotel with her just lets me know almost everything I need to know, that this is just all an agenda to get this man locked up. Because I really feel like they don't, I bet you they don't even really give a fuck if he gets locked up or not. They just got to do all this shit for play. You know what I mean? Just to play out in the media, you know what I mean? WWE. But what it's really, they just wanted to get all the footage and all the computers and all the hard drives and all the cameras that he had in his house. Bro, he had like ages of footage, bro. Think about it. You know what I mean? This fool, like, again, he ran the Rock the Vote campaign. He was, like, really big and trying to get people to vote. Like, the vote or die before that, you know? So, anyways, it's weird. Does he still have money? Oh, yeah. He liquidated all his like big holdings like right before he got locked up. So he sold his shares in all these like different companies, stepped down from his positions. Let me see. We got to react to a couple other things before we actually go into the. I wanted to react to Kanye. See, look at this shit right here. Ex-porn star who shot up Trump resort and claimed to be Diddy's sex slave signed an NDA with the rapper in exchange for $5 million. Again, it's not illegal to sign an NDA. It's not illegal to have like this crazy, freaky, weird relationship with this dude. You know what I mean? Let's react to this video. Let's see.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes, and I came back and I screened for the herpes and won. But Diddy and Ross, which they're good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay.
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what?
I seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself. Having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time. Alright? That's liquid cocaine. Alright. I've settled 5 phone calls.
Yo, why did Rick Ross and fucking Khaled have to catch strays right there?
Yeah.
That's not good. You know what I mean? Who knows? I mean, this is like, who knows about that one? That was just all, you know, I mean, it's just, I just feel like a payout in NDA is just so circumstantial just because it's like, some people are going to pay out people in order for it not to reach a certain, you know what I mean? You're going to pay people out in order for it to not get, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. That is wild, bro. Khaled and fucking Khaled and Rick Ross just caught some strays like, damn, these dudes are gay. Oh my goodness. All right, so for y'all that don't know, so this fool Kanye or I'm gonna call him Ye. You know, we're gonna call him Ye because he definitely doesn't like when people call him his old name because he legally had it changed. So Ye, he oh my god, I just got all this shit out. Sorry guys. Ye had all of his well, he had this song that he released called Hail Hitler. All right. Well, I'm gonna reserve my thoughts on that song until the end of this segment. But he released a song and video called Hail Hitler. He put it up on all social media platforms and on all DSPs, and it was immediately removed off all DSPs. Pretty much getting censored. This is on the heels of him walking off this Piers Morgan interview where Piers Morgan tried to little boy him. They were going back and forth. They were doing a dick measuring contest, and Kanye pretty much got sick of it and just walked off of the fucking interview. You know what I mean?
Jackson, and you just take all this time to just like that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out. There's so many, What are you talking about? It's 30. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility. And
so, first off, like, this fool Piers Morgan, like, he's like, he asked him how he's doing. He's like, bro, what do you mean? Like, I'm in Paris. Look at my background. Like, how do you think I'm doing? He's all Piers Morgan. You know, it was being a dick. There was a dick measuring contest, and Piers Morgan was like, well, I think it's okay. So it's pretty mediocre. I've been there before. I've seen it. It's not a big deal. And Kanye's like, what? Like, and Piers Morgan was really trying to be, he's in Piers Morgan's defense, Kanye had scheduled an interview with him. They paid a whole staff to go out and meet with Kanye. Kanye actually dropped out of the interview last minute, and then they did this interview where he finally got the team to go out there and film him. He had Sneeko on him. I don't really like this dude, Sneeko. Sneeko's a fucking clout chasing weirdo. You don't know which side that he stands on. He really suffers from cognitive dissonance. One day he wants to be this right wing, super fucking alt-right racist weirdo. The next day he wants to like dial that shit back and go to. He suffers heavily from cognitive dissonance. I think he has an identity crisis and he doesn't know where he stands. But I digress because that's not what the point I'm trying to make here. So Sneeko's been organizing this interview because Sneeko's such a dick rider. He's been wanting to be on Piers Morgan for a long time. So he organizes an interview between Kanye West and Piers Morgan. They did this interview, and finally, just from the temperature of the interview, Kanye West and Piers Morgan were doing this like back and forth where they were like doing a dick measuring contest, kind of being like assholes towards one another. And eventually it all transpired to this point where Piers Morgan keeps referring to him as Kanye, and his name is not Kanye. His name is Ye, legally. And Ye walked off of camera because Piers Morgan told him that he had, you and your 31 million followers, when actually Kanye has 32 million followers. Now, at that point, is Kanye being petty, or is Ye being petty, or is Ye just standing on business? One, I think that Piers Morgan had already pushed enough buttons where it's like, all right, now you're just making that remark of me having 31 million followers when I got 32 million followers, just to piss me off and just to gaslight me and make me feel and try to little boy me, and I'm not going to stand for that. So that's essentially to the point. This is the point that we're at right here, and we're just showing Sneeko's stream because if I show Piers Morgan's, I'm gonna get a copyright. So we're gonna react to this.
We'll rewind. I need a. No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
See, Callie's talking about the.
That's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Pierce.
See, this fool Sneako's such a fucking dick rider.
There's several things he's working on. I was not aware he was going to leave like this, but it seems like he got upset about the number of Twitter followers. Army Life is a video game, is it?
He's like, oh, why is he playing these types of games?
You're supposed to do an interview, but I mean, the amount of Twitter followers, something like that, it's patronizing for no reason. You said his name incorrectly. You know his name is Ye. This is very public about that. Hopefully we could do it. I think that this was good. We were prepared for a good interview. But, come on, you know what you were doing. I think you were trying to patronize very intentionally.
So, the whole point of this interview was Piers Morgan was giving him shit for Piers Morgan was giving him shit for the Hail Hitler song and his anti-Semitic comments. Now, I want to bring up Kanye West's Instagram just to put his video in the background. But the problem with it is, like, Kanye be posting porn. And that's... Actually, let me put this up right here, bro. All right, let me go to Kanye's. So we're going to... Damn, there's a fucking warning before you
Now, beets are actually pretty easy to work with. You can eat them both raw or cooked. As far as cooking, they like to be baked, roasted, and steamed. And you do want to remember, keep that tail intact.
Let me see here.
About an inch of the stem.
Sorry, guys. Just bear with me.
And it keeps the beets nice and juicy.
I gotta sorry guys, bear with me. I'm just trying to log into this so I could play this dude's video in the background. I can't play the song in the background. T8. Can't play the song in the background because because obviously I think if I play Kanye West's Hail Hitler song, I feel like YouTube will definitely strike me for that. You know what I mean? Why is it asking me this? All right, boom. Sign in. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, boom. Let me sign in. Boom. Boom. Oh, man, I love this. All right, cool. So we're gonna go into Kanye. It gives you a warning before you go on to Kanye's thing. That's crazy. What the hell? What? Okay, all right, cool. Bro, his oh my god, his profile is so insane. But I gotta be careful, bro, because I be on his Instagram and I'll be on his YouTube, and all of a sudden like it'll be like porn on his like this dude just be posting porn on his like Instagram on his Twitter, but so we're just gonna play this in the background. So he's got this dope video for this song called Hail Hitler. And very artistic, you know what I mean? Like y'all know, I mean, like the video is extremely artistic. He's got a lot of imagery that is insane. Literally not one swastika, which was like pretty surprising. But what trips me out was like the music's great. You know, like all political shit and all that aside, it's like really great music because he really is not saying anything anti-Semitic. What he's I mean, besides the Hail Hitler part, right? Or that he has like this whole part at the end where he has like a Hitler speech. And like, yeah, obviously, like you could say that's anti-Semitic but the music's actually good. The video's really dope. And it's actually a pro-black song more than it's an anti-Jew song. And what he's talking about is him being censored. He's talking about, on the song, he's talking about like people trying to take his money away, trying to block him from being successful. And I mean, like, I have to, you know, if I'm being consistent, right, I got to give my honest take. And here's the thing, man. Y'all gotta be consistent. If you guys really, Kanye's whole thing here, again, I disagree with like the way he's going about it, right? But there's literal videos of Leor Cohen saying, you know, where he's like, man, it's a shame, like, you know, drugs are bad and selling drugs are bad. And then, you know, Charlemagne asked Leor Cohen, who's Jewish, he asked Leor Cohen, well, Leor, then why sign and promote an artist who is promoting these themes? And he's like, well, I'm gonna choose the art over the problems. And he's like, okay, but you know, people are gonna think you're a culture vulture. And he's like, look, man, he's like, all right, he's like, look, you know, he's like, we all got people to feed. We all got families. You know, he's like, I got bills and I got family I got to feed. He's like, I got people I got to pay. So if these, you know, those people, Kanye's ops, if they're allowed to profit off of the suffering of black people, why can't he be self-expressive about suffering? Why does it have to be why? Like I don't get it. I personally don't get it. You know what I mean? I personally don't get it. Why is it one way? Why is it like you can't do this music, right? Like, there's songs like Redneck by the dude who did the You Got a Friend in Me, right? There's a song from the Natural Born Killer soundtrack that has the N-word in it. It is referring to people as the N-word. Like, why can't they do that? You know, why could they do that? Why can't you guys don't deplatform them? But you guys got an issue when Kanye does a song like this where he really like doesn't say anything anti-Semitic in the song. He's just really like speaking up like, you guys took my money, you guys threatened to take my kids away, you guys threatened to, you know, he's like pretty much talking about his life and the issues that he's having. And then, you know, obviously it's like, I feel like he's using the hook, which is Hail Hitler, as an inflammatory thing, right? To piss people off. But like, why? Like, why is that? I just feel like if you're gonna be freedom of speech, you're either freedom of speech or why is it okay to be freedom of speech when it's anti-black, anti-brown, you know, you could be classist, you could be all types of anti-speech, but you just can't be against these people, against Kanye's ops, for the lack of better terms, because I don't want to get banned on YouTube. The minute that you go against them, you can't, you know what I mean? The minute they're the only people that you can't go against. And then they pretend, and the minute that you call it out, you're like, well, this is crazy. It's like, oh my God, you're doing that. You're being anti-Semitic, and that's not cool. It's like, everybody should have freedom of speech. Y'all ain't the only ones. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about this. And I think it's fucking trash that Kanye is getting deplatformed just because of this. You know, we can say all the other shit that I think it was trash that he talked about Jay-Z's kids, all that shit. But when it comes to this, you should never censor people, because if you guys give a platform to fucking KKK members, if you guys allow KKK members to go in Ohio and march and make racist shit, like, you guys should not be deplatforming Kanye because he's saying some shit that y'all don't agree with. Do I necessarily agree with everything that Kanye says? No. But that doesn't make it cool to deplatform somebody just because you disagree with them. That's when we go into a fascist state, and I don't agree with it. I'm always going to fight for people's rights to speak, even when it's people who I disagree with. I think everybody has a right to speak. And this is my biggest problem with the left, is that the left tries to censor the right. And I don't agree with everything the right does, because I don't agree with a lot of the shit when it comes across as racist. I don't agree with, you know, even some anti-immigration laws, you know, like, I'm on the fence about that. I'm Mexican, so I got a lot of on the fence, you know, beliefs when it comes to that. I have a lot of empathy in my heart for my people. So I'm on the fence about a lot of them, you know, no pun intended, but I'm on the fence about a lot of them topics when it comes to immigration. But I'm still like, yo, let them talk their shit. Even the weirdo lefts, let them talk their shit. Let everybody talk their shit, because it allows me to come on here and talk my shit. You know? If everybody can talk their shit, that means I can talk my shit. And I think as long as you're not pushing people to go incite violence, as long as you're not pushing people to hurt others, let people talk. Let people give their opinions. let people, you know, speak what they want to speak. It's just weird. At a certain point, you got to admit, it's just fucking weird. And I don't agree with censoring Kanye or censoring Ye. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with, again, you guys promote black people killing each other. You guys have no problem profiting off of that. But all of a sudden you got a problem off him profiting off a song called Hail Hitler because it affects your people. And it really don't affect your people. It's really just a song. If you really look at the numbers, it shouldn't be surprised. Germany, it's #1 on the charts right now because they didn't ban it in Europe. They just banned it in America. Germany, #1. World War III. The World War III album that this song is on, #1 in Germany. Shouldn't be surprising because even though Germans claim they aren't anti-Semitic anymore, we already know how they feel. Guess where else is #1? Israel. Shout out to Israel. Where my Lord and Savior was born, Jesus Christ. One of the coolest mothers I know. Love Jesus Christ. Israel. World War III, Kanye's album with the song Hail Hitler on it. #1 in Israel on Spotify. Coincidence? I think not. I think not.
Sure that it still has its tail intact and that the root end is nice and smooth. She knows I'm a man.
So anyways, all right, let's actually go to this, right? Yo, this fool Poetic Flacco is hilarious, bro. Shout out to homie Poetic Flacco. We're gonna look up.
Hey, want to know how I got this $50,000 check for an accident I was involved in?
I don't, bitch. So, I need to get YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium was so dope. So, Adam and Wack talked about the most, their favorite, like, Chicano rappers, right? Let me see. I wish they put timestamps on this shit, bro. And here, let's go.
Hey, so I
if he's gay,
where you come from?
yeah.
You haven't seen, huh?
She's too old.
Let me see.
She like she 30.
Do all these cool older
He didn't
rap
have the
star
catalog,
things.
Jada
He's
Kidd.
But you don't need the catalog for all that shit. You just need respect and you need people to like you.
He's another JB Black boy.
JB. Why are you saying his name wrong? Block Boy.
Put your hands on the table.
Here you go.
I'm pressed and you. I don't know. I go through withdrawals.
Yeah, your bitch is supposed to fit.
I know who got all the hoes for him.
OC Chris, yeah.
But he's a Mexican?
Yeah, Mexican. Man.
Yo, did you see that?
They give
thing
out
on-
big checks to Mexicans.
For real?
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm going to go take a little break. I want y'all to watch this, and I'll be right back.
I seen that. Hey, listen, I'm like, damn, I didn't know that
We're killing him.
was out there.
I got love for him, but we're killing him.
They asked him Nathaniel's doing their shit.
Yeah, they're doing their shit,
I
but
mean, they f***ed us up.
we winning.
Nah, they put Lefty Gunplay on there, bro.
Oh, he's in the top 5?
Man, I just
They
seen
said it
this,
was
man.
too many
They
people.
can't be counting interviews.
I just
too many
seen him
people
last
that
night. He
coulda-
could barely talk. I just seen him
Yeah, they
last
could
night.
have
He
put
barely
somebody
talk.
else in there, bro.
I don't think he's top 5. I
No,
mean,
they
maybe in
had
terms of just like pure
he
shit
fucked
this
the team.
year. Yeah. Yeah,
But nah, it's
I
some
thought he was
talent
the
on
hottest
both
thing I
sides.
heard.
Not
From
really.
the Mexican rap.
They lied to you.
Yo, man, a shout out to the OG from San Gabriel. He been on Hater World Blue Devil's ass. I don't know who told you about the 10,000. All the nigga had was 7,500 to stop me from putting my hands on him.
So Blue Devil, aka Hater World,
He broke that off.
He gave you $7,500.
He paid.
Damn, that's crazy.
I don't know who told the veterano.
Was it like a willing? Was he happy to give it to you, or did it feel like an extortion?
That's what it sounds
He
like, right?
told me.
That's what it sounds like.
No, what he told me was, he said, bro, out of respect and for the disrespect, and I told him, I said, your people find out. He said, how they gonna know? So he must have told somebody. He just was like giving me, I don't know who told.
Represent.
He next.
D baby.
Our Mexicans.
Okay, so right here they're talking about the top Mexican rappers, right? They're talking about the top Chicano rappers out right now. They got this dude from Texas, and then they're trying to like make a comparison, and they're just pretty much discussing what the top Chicano rappers are right now. You know what I mean? And I speak about this. I've gone viral for like speaking about this shit plenty of times. Let's just hear what this guy's got to say.
That shit moved to Texas.
Niggas line up y'all top three.
Texas.
Y'all
Line up top three.
He next.
D baby.
Our Mexicans go
Mexican
crazy.
OT.
Line them
Nah,
up.
they're hard.
Man, we run the best.
But we got
Mexican
hella
rap.
shit in the works.
Ain't nobody want to hear no gangster Mexican rapper.
Nigga, I seen Coyote over there, everything.
Not D baby. Hell no. Mexican
D
OT.
baby.
Yeah, Mexican OT.
Ain't no
Hell
Mexican named D baby.
Yeah, it is. You
He
must have
think he
heard
black.
it, motherfucker. OC Chris, Rob Mob. I forgot the name with the deep voice, man. We running the goddamn.
Boys, you got a zesty, man.
Nah, nigga.
About the third zesty thing.
You
just
keep
said.
on, you keep on naming this goddamn training every time I come up here.
Hey, we got.
All right, see. So right now it's like this dude from Texas right here. His name's something Roll, Money Roll, something like that. And then we got Wack100, and then we got Adam, right? And then this is Travis Ford. So these guys are pretty much having a discussion about who got the better Mexican rappers, Texas or California. Now, I've done these conversations plenty of times. Again, I went viral a few times for discussing this. Full community clipped me and did a whole post where I went viral, where I had some straight legends arguing. I ain't gonna lie, I had some straight legends arguing in the comments. I had Kid Frost, I had motherfucking Baby Bash, Lil Rob. I had some straight legends arguing in the comments about it. I had Bootleg Kev. A lot of people arguing in the comments because I said that Burner and Baby Bash are the two most important Mexican rappers of all time, because Burner's a billionaire and Baby Bash has got the biggest rap hit of all time, which is Sugar Sugar. Now we could probably argue that now, right, and say that maybe OGZ, right? We could put OGZ in the conversation, which really doesn't matter because OGZ has an album with Burner. And yeah, some people say Mexican OT. Yo, Eli, what up, Eli? Shout out to you, brother. So Eli says Mexican OT is the hardest right now. Hold on, let me go back and did the right. Okay, yeah. So I fuck with Mexican OT, right? I love his personality. I think he'd be greater for a podcast, in my personal opinion. He's a cool rapper. But the thing about Mexican OT is he raps the same. He's like the baby. You know what I mean? The thing about the baby is the baby raps the same on every fucking beat, bro. And I'm like, bro, I like the baby always raps the same. And that's how I feel about the Mexican OT. It's like Mexican OT's dope, super talented, love his energy, love his image. Like his flow's cool if you heard Mexican OT on 3 songs, you've heard them all. You know what I mean? And so that's my problem with Mexican OT. But when it comes to like Mexican rappers from Texas, I would say Mexican OT, bbed, Peso are like top 3. You know what I mean? When it comes to, you know, we'll get into it. Let's listen to more of this shit right here.
Tommy Guns and Blanco 15. Don't disrespect.
OT Mexican and D-Baby. No.
Okay, they're new.
No.
These are our new talent, new starting lineup.
Show me. They got to show me the numbers. They not with them.
We're just getting started.
Man, y'all been started.
No, I'm saying these specific artists.
Man, they not with the Texas Mexican rappers.
Texas doing good. Y'all a little ahead of us. With the Mexican rappers, somehow.
Yes, we are.
I don't know why. Y'all had the wave. I'm just saying, it's over.
Oh, man, shout out to Max, bro. Eli, it's crazy you say that, because 2Max got sick more than a couple years ago. It's like, I think it might have been before COVID. 2Max got sick, but he survived. And, bro's still here with us, but 2Max is a West Coast legend that needs to be protected at all costs, because he definitely had one of them underground runs that just is like, you know, the East Coast has a lot of rappers like MF Doom, People Under the Stairs, Flatbush Zombies, and you know, the West Coast, we've got Far Side, Souls of Mischief, Dilated Peoples, and then we got like 2Max, we've got Project Blowed, we've got Almighty Suspects, Dad, and Project Blowed. For real, we got to keep it with the Blodians, the Swim Team. We got a lot of you know, Murs came from Living Legends, you know. So the West Coast has a lot of underground rap that's important, and 2Max and their whole squad is super important to West Coast history, because 2Max was one of the first West Coast rappers to really be on that vibe and catch a whole, like, garner a whole audience where he could tour. And maybe he can't sell out like 1,000-person venue, but he could sell out like 200 to 300 people in a lot of cities, not just one city, not only in LA and Southern California. He could sell out all over California. You feel me? So 2Max got a lot of respect in the underground community in California, man. Shout out to 2Max, man. I'm glad that brother's still with us, bro, because we almost lost him. He got very sick, and people thought he was gonna pass or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm glad he's still here with us.
Most connected to
no, because okay.
You gotta say it.
All right. The Mexican artists become really big when they are associated with blackness, part black, etc.
Call that.
I'm just saying.
Hey, you know what? I very rarely. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, because I very rarely agree with Adam's white ass takes when it comes to hip hop and like the culture, especially with like Mexican culture, right? Because if you guys are familiar with me, bruh, you know what I mean? And if you're here right now, please hit that like button. Help us get in the algorithm. We've clearly gotten and infiltrated the algorithm, because we've been getting a lot of off and on followers in here, and people coming in here and viewers. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If this is the first time you rocking with me, appreciate y'all. Please, my name is Ghambit. I'm somebody who's been in the music industry for a long time. Lush One is one of my really good friends. He put me on in battle rap. I was part of Grind Time, part of King of the Dot. I helped start Ineffable Music Group, IMG, who's put on people like Collie Buds, Devin the Dude, Revolution, like a lot of like really big California artists, not only in hip hop but in the California roots reggae scene. So yeah, so I comment on hip hop because I got a lot of influence. I got a lot of homies. You know, my homies are my most famous and notable homies are the brothers from Hieroglyphics and Souls of Mischief. Shout out to my brother Opio. Shout out to A+, my brother Pep Love, DJ Lex. Shout out to Souls of Mischief. Shout out to Hieroglyphics. Really good friends of mine. So I was like, you know, one of the first Mexican dudes to really get it popping within that camp. And I appreciate them for giving me the opportunity and co-sign and showing me love. Shout out to the whole Oakland, the whole town, man. Big town business, you know what I mean? But anyways, I digress. So I fuck with No Jumper, right? Because especially now that my brother Lush One's on it, right? Lush One's put me on so many different times in so many different positions, but so many different times he's put me in a position to win. So I definitely fuck with him. But the biggest thing is, like, I've been watching No Jumper since before Lush One made it on there. I always hate Adam's white ass opinion, but I respect him, right? I respect him as a business owner, and the fact that he's done all these dope interviews with people that I enjoy, like King Von, like XXX Tentacion. I respect him because of what he's built and how organically he's built it. But I generally am like, this dude knows little to nothing about the culture, and he's so cringe when he speaks about rap. But this is one of very few times where I agree with what he just said. Listen to what he just said again, y'all.
I love my man.
Oh my God.
Plans for the future.
I hate this shit. Why is this? Why? Oh my God. I need to invest in
idea.
Yeah.
Listen, what Luce did was tell the world, hey, I'm finna get Dirk on, come on this. Oh no, he did. Dirk here on my YouTube. But you're in jail.
That's not what we're talking about.
Wack did what? He called me at 3 o'clock and told me it's about to come.
Yeah.
How long is that gonna last?
The realest person ever on No Jumper award go to
on this podcast. I'm just saying, you can't be.
Oh
yeah, is he
okay, here we go.
Southsiders.
Black.
Hey nigga, listen.
Okay, this is what. Okay, perfect. Right here.
Okay, they're new. These are our new talent, new starting lineup.
Show me. They gotta show me the numbers. They not with the
Mexican rappers. Somehow it's taking our throne back. We're the most connected. We got it.
The most connected.
No, because okay.
All right.
The Mexican artists become really big when they are associated with blackness, part black, etc. I'm just saying.
All right. Let me expound on what Adam just said there. Oh, it's probably not the most. All right. So Adam just said Mexican artists get more, like, pretty much he's saying like Mexican artists are get more love and pop more when they're more associated with black. They're either part black or associated with blackness, right? And although that opinion sounds pretty fucking cringe, I know what he means, right? Because in the Bay, shout to Gold Toes, my brother. In the Bay, Mexican and black people, we've been fucking with each other since the like 60s, bro. You know what I mean? If you look at bands like Tower of Power is made up of Mexican and black people. You know what I mean? And that shit was like in the 70s or 60s. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like in the Bay Area, it's like a very special place. It's the home of the Black Panthers. You know, there's been like a cultural revolution in the Bay Area before like LA finally caught up. You know, LA was like having race riots when we was like looking over there like, what the fuck y'all talking about? You know what I mean? And if you look at the way that northern Mexican culture was set up in the prisons, it was the Black brothers who helped the Mexicans overcome, the northern Mexicans overcome oppression. So when there was a whole riot that happened, it was Black people that helped us overcome that. So Mexicans in the North have a natural allegiance to Black people. So when you grow up in the Bay Area, I'm saying, is there racism up north? Yes. Is there all that? Of course. It's everywhere. But for the most part, Black people and Mexicans up north have been fucking with each other since the late since the 70s and 60s, but musically and hip hop since the beginning. So in the 80s and 90s, you've got, you know, people like Gold Toes fucking with Mac Dre and Lil Gangsta Flea, you know. And, you know, you got people like, you know, there's just so much history, rich history in the Bay Area between Black and brown people. You got a whole Black and brown entertainment movement by Gold Toes and Tone Loc and motherfucking, you know what I mean? Like, a whole Black and brown entertainment movement that started in San Fran Mission because Black and brown people been fucking with each other since the beginning in the Bay Area. You know what I mean? And that's why Mexicans in the Bay have been rapping different since the beginning. Since the beginning. So what he's saying right here is like, he's really saying and because he's white, he doesn't want to be like speak straight up. What he's saying is when rappers don't sound like the motherfucking Taco Bell dog, like most rappers do in LA, they're going to blow up more. You know why? Because they're more relatable to Black people. And guess what? Black folks control the culture. Hip hop is not controlled by Mexicans. We control corridos, corridos tumbados. We control fucking rancheras. That's what we control. The culture is controlled by Black folks because hip hop is Black culture and Black culture is hip hop. You know what I mean? It's inclusive. Like at the beginning, there was Latinos, you know, and believe it or not, there was some Mexicans in the Bronx that was there at the beginning of the inception of the culture. You know what I mean? But it was mostly like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, Black folks. You know what I mean? There was a couple Asians, a couple Mexicans, but it was really a Black culture. So the Black folks control the narrative, just like we control the narrative when it comes to corridos, rancheras, all that shit. Narcos, corridos, like we control that shit. Because I know that you motherfuckers would get mad if it was like a Black dude that came out and started doing narco corridos and saying like, this is shit, this is the shit right here, this is better. And then they started blowing up and then you guys are mad that they're not like giving props to Mexicans, you know what I mean? That's just the facts of the matter. So this is all Adam 22 saying right here. And I respect it. Because it's like a lot of people are scared to say this. A lot of people are scared to say this.
I'm just saying. Cut me off when I'm making the most of etc.
Call that.
I'm just saying. We all know it. Why are you going to cut me off when I'm making the most important point I ever made on this podcast? I'm just.
That's my biggest problem. Is that like when y'all talk about Mexican rappers, y'all want to put us all in the box. Like we all got to sound like fucking Lil Rob or sound like the Taco Bell dog, bro. That's not what it is, bro. I don't talk like that. I remember being young and my homie like being like, bro, why don't you sound like? He's like, why don't you sound like a Mexican when you rap? I'm like, cause I don't talk like that. What the fuck? I don't talk like that. Like, why would I rap like that if I don't talk like that? Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's weird. That's weird. He's like, it just sounds like you're like not really trying to sound Mexican. I'm like, I already don't talk like I'm Mexican. People always say that I talk like a white boy or that I talk too proper. That's stupid. We all should want to talk proper, you fucking idiot. It's dumb. I really get upset with my own people. It'd be my own people that be like judging me on the way that I'm like, why? What? Anyways, let's keep it.
Can't be like 100. You gotta be going in. Think about Yo, they're the biggest because they basically with that shit.
Tell this motherfucker he ain't from our streets. You from New Hampshire. Check this out, nigga. We can line up
the best basketball commentator of all time. Can't dunk.
Top 5 essays from over there. Top 5 essay rappers over here. Let's put a bag up and let's create a competition.
Let's do it.
Nigga, I stand behind my essays.
I stand behind Texas.
It's a fact.
That'd be fly.
It's a fact.
That'd be dope right there.
A lot of them don't even want it.
Hold on, bro.
They ain't with Mexican OT.
Hold
they ain't going Mexican OT. You know that.
Sponsored by Southern Sweet.
Hey, we're going to have to get behind Lefty Gunplay. We're going to have to back him up. Lefty's excluded. Well, okay. Right.
Lefty's not even in the top fucking 10, bro.
To the essay, I got the list. I've been talking. Listen, we putting this together. I hope they ain't tripping because there's a bunch of niggas doing this. Y'all always say we don't fuck with y'all. Now this is us fucking with y'all, right? You gonna bring the top 5 essays. I'm gonna give it the essays over here. We're gonna put a bag in there, and they're gonna break the pot. We're gonna figure it out. It's going down.
10,000
straight up. Tell a nigga say cheese. We need.
Honestly, believe it or not, I think it should be 3 black folks. Somebody from LA, somebody from Texas, somebody from fucking like either San Francisco or Oakland. And y'all all like put your top 5 Mexicans and it'd be 15 Mexicans in there and see who and rank them and see who wins and let the people choose, you know what I mean? That would be fire. But y'all need Wack to choose get 5 people from SoCal. You need this weirdo to get 5 people from Texas. And I mean, Adam should just like moderate the whole shit, but y'all need somebody from up north, like y'all need like Filthy Rich, Mozzie, or somebody like that to put together like 5 people from up north. Cause there's definitely like a Cito, bro. I can name 5 people right now off top that are gonna wash 5 people from fucking Texas. And I mean, like, and no disrespect to people from LA, but y'all stand the least chance. Cause everybody from LA, especially the Mexicans, everybody from LA bites from Bay Area people. Everybody. I'm sorry. Y'all take our sauce and you add you sprinkle your little LA shit on it and then make it your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why Almighty be so tapped into the Bay Area. That's why, like, we are a source because we don't even give a fuck. Like, we give out this. We are excruciating sauce because we are so independent. We excruciate sauce up north that all you people from the South, from LA, y'all just bite it. Like, EBK J-Bo has everybody in LA rapping like EBK J-Bo. Draco the Ruler has admitted that he like fucks with people from the Bay, and that's that like they influence him. You know what I mean? Lil B influenced the entire industry, like people in like fucking Philly and like the Florida. Lil B influenced people all over America, bro. Let's like talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, so we ain't even a question that the Mexicans that come from up north is just gonna be different. Rico Too Smooth, bands from the Rose, you know what I mean? Acito, GB, like bro. It wouldn't even be fair, bro. If we could bring up like dead rappers like Lil TYS, bro, like it wouldn't even be fair if we start bringing up rappers from the north, bro, because like most of the rappers in the north don't even like people from the south, like, you know, I could give a few, but they're so cookie cutter. Rappers from LA are so cookie cutter. The only one that I can say that's like impressive to me is like Peso. I can say Coyote's dope, and I'm not gonna talk about like rappers that are like underground, because there's a lot of rappers that are underground and they don't count because they don't go with the like normal flow of things, you know what I mean? But like rappers that are really in the limelight and shit, I could definitely say rappers like Peso or Fire, Coyote, ATM Drummer Boy. Rowdy Rax is like glorified mediocre, so I could like kind of maybe say he's okay, but who y'all really gonna say besides that? Like, who y'all really gonna say? Jeezy. Jeezy's y'all biggest star. LA, guess what? Jeezy is your guys' biggest fucking star. Y'all should be grateful that you have a rapper like Jeezy that even exists. But the fact of the matter is, when he came up to fucking Selena's, he was doing Hoover stomps with his DJ. So like, that let me know. I was like, damn, this fool's Hoover stomping with his DJ. That lets me know everything I need to know, bro. Is that Jeezy is really like, you know what I mean? He really didn't kick it with that many Mexicans, bro. Or I mean, he probably did, but like, he was just like, he identified more with black folks. You know what I mean? Like. And up north is like, it's just that's just how northern culture is, bro. We've been fucking with the brothers up north, bro. Like that's just what it's been. You know what I mean? Like people in LA, maybe in the I'll give them the last 10 years, you know what I mean? But before that, and it's still like, you still see videos of these fools as wild racists down south, bro. Wild racists, bro. You see the shit with Drex the Joint. His homie fucking saying the N-word on the fucking, like, what the fuck? Like, and they are apologizing towards that. Like, they're like, oh, well, it's just because it's like race wars down here. Like, bro, that's not an excuse. The fuck? Imagine being like that weirdo that died, right? Like, you know, I don't even give a fuck. You died. And you're a racist, you know what I mean? And then they showed the video, and apparently my homie Lush knew him and all that. Whatever, bro. But they played the video, and he was like a racist dude, and he was like saying racist shit against black people. And it's like, that's weird. What would, like, okay, I might even give you the grace of being like, okay, you might be like, okay, you're like, black people killed your homies and you guys are at war with them. I might give you the grace of being like, okay, that's a real thing. But to go on a fucking rap record, if you wanted to really do it, you should have done a fucking corrido. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, bro, like, hip hop is a black thing, bro. It's not, it doesn't come from us. We didn't create it. We didn't, and even if we were there at the inception, we didn't make it cool. You feel me? We didn't make it cool. So that's just weird. It's just weird to be racist in hip hop and then like use it against black people. So that's why I don't get it. I don't get it. All the weird race wars in LA, I can't relate because we don't do that up north. We don't do that. You know? We don't do that. I'm not even on some gangbanging shit. I'm just on some cultural. I'm from Northern Cali, the Bay Area, and you guys hearing that you guys have race wars in LA in fucking 2024, is fucking weird. Race politics is weird. Yo, this fucking fat fuck, what's his name? DJ Icon. The fact that you don't know what, the fact that you don't even fucking know what Juneteenth is cringeworthy as fuck. And you're like weird about like people. Oh, they didn't include Mexicans at a Juneteenth fucking thing with Kendrick Lamar. You're a fucking cringeworthy fat dude. What you should be worried about is your cholesterol, not if Kendrick Lamar is putting on Mexicans on Juneteenth. That's fucking weird. Let's go to the chat. Baby Gas. Oh, I forgot about Baby Gas. Baby Gas, you know, he's like, we gotta do some shit. I don't think so. Okay, oh, we got other Black and Brown Records. Yes, Black and Brown Records. I agree, but Lighter Shade of Brown did not have to be Black Association. Maybe. But I did fuck with Lighter Shade of Brown. The homie that passed away too. One of them passed away. They were fire. There's nothing bad I can say about Lighter Shade of Brown. They were good. There was one of a few exceptions where I could say like they're super fire. Them and Kid Frost, I could say they're super fire. Lighter Shade of Brown. And Too Deep did not need Black Association. That's not true because And Too Deep was from the Bay Area. And Too Deep was from the Bay Area for sure was, but I agree with what Adam said. I don't think, Luis said, I don't think so. Philip said, Baby Gas, Acito Ramirez from SAC. I've never heard of Ramirez, brother. AWAX is Mexican? Yes, he is. Shout out to Mexican. Shout out to AWAX, bro. Peso, Chito Ranas, Coyote, West Mont Scheme. I don't like Chito Ranas, bro. You know, and it's just because it's like he sounds too much like a paisa to me, bro. You know, and it's nothing against paisas. You know, shout out to the paisas who want to rap or whatever. You could rap, you know what I mean? And I'm sure there's a crowd for you somewhere. But I'm not a fan of Mexicans that sound like the Taco Bell dog. The more like the Taco Bell dog you sound, the less I'm going to like you. You know what I mean? But I definitely fuck with Peso. I love Peso. I think, I forgot, did I mention Peso? He should be in the top 5 from LA. It should be Peso, it should be OGZ, Peso, Coyotes. We're going to count them as one. I want to say, who's the kid that snitched? Who's Fora. Fora's fire too. And I'm strictly talking about like blown up. I'm not talking about like underground hip hop like Tumex or, you know what I mean, the Swim Team, like guys like them. I'm talking about like blown up rappers. And I really feel like when it comes to like blown up, important, big, famous rappers, I'm going to say Peso. I'm going to say OGZ. I'm going to say Coyotes. I'm going to say ATM Drummer Boy. Because they're all in the same lane. And then I don't know. Let me hold on to my 5th.
This is on the marketing side. Yeah. We get our whole table, and we're gonna make it a no jumper thing though.
Hold on, let me react to you. Let me react to your comment, brother.
Beginning of the year, as soon we loaded money, and as soon as everything cleared, then of course we went and allocated it.
Make you.
I hate that this also pause. When I pause this, it pauses the music on here. Fuck Your Feelings said, you're crazy as fuck. Chito's fire. He doesn't rap like paisas and was wrong with that Mexican, he being himself. You know, Chito Ranas, my biggest problem with Chito Ranas, bro, is like, I like when he raps in Spanish. I think if Chito Ranas only rapped in Spanish, he would be good. but he tries too hard to be bilingual. And like, so I my homie, he's from Long Beach, right? My homie TF Third. He says he likes $ Suede because he's sounding like a Mexican, but he's still sounding dope. And I was explaining, and he understands that up here, like, Mexicans in the Bay Area, they sound different. Mexicans that grew up around black folks, they sound different, you know what I mean? And he says that he respects the fact that $ Suede was a Mexican, didn't ever change like his dialect or his like accent in order to like fit in. And he felt like he was like the Brown, Kodak Brown, right? He respected the Kodak Brown narrative. And I respect that. I'm like, all right, cool. But you're from LA, he's from Long Beach. And he's like, yeah, exactly. He's like, I want my Mexican homies to sound like they from LA, you know what I mean? Like when I meet a Mexican homie from LA, I'm like, but you got to realize that we sound different up north, fool. You hear me, I don't sound like a fucking paisa or a cholo, you know what I mean? Like I sound different, bro. And he's like, no, I get it. He's like, I get it, So he pays homage to the dudes up here, you know what I mean? But he's also like, but like from down here, like we got love for the Mexicans that we do fuck with. We got love for them, so we like respect their culture, respect their like lingo and the way they talk, and I get that. I get that, you know what I mean? But me sonically, they ain't gonna. These Mexican fools that sound like that, they're not gonna get no play in my personal like playlist. Listen, if I can't play your music with like, if I can't play your music with like Kodak Black and Rob 49 and the Drakes and the Futures, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I got OGZ in my playlist. I got Rico Too Smooth in my playlist. I got bands in my playlist. You know what I mean? I don't got Lefty Gunplay in my playlist. You know what I mean? I don't got Rowdy Racks in my playlist. I ain't gonna lie. I don't got Rowdy Racks in my playlist. You feel me? So to me, it's just really about like, you gotta sound like a rapper, bro. Like, and to me, if you sound like the Taco Bell dog, you don't sound like a rapper, gang. On the Lord. No disrespect or nothing. It's just like, that's just not what, like, you know what I mean? Respectfully. Yo, shout out to everybody who's like vibing out with me and logged in with me. I appreciate everybody. Please hit that like button, subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It'll let you know every time that we go on live. I got a bunch of different content that we do every week. This isn't the only stream that I'm gonna be doing. We do a music review, a movie review. And like we talk about, we got a Nerd Corner podcast on Wednesdays. We talk about movies, shows. We react to a bunch of movie trailers for movies that are coming out on Wednesdays. I go live on Kick every Friday night for the Friday night house party on Friday on Kick. I play a bunch of music. If you guys fucking with it, go on there. Let me know what you want to hear. If you guys get flooded with if I get flooded with a bunch of like West Coast people and y'all just want to hear West Coast party music, I will play West Coast party music till 2 a.m. if it's lit. You feel me? So just follow the Kick. It's all in the pin link. Please follow us. But yeah, so going back to this, let me actually respond to some of these Y'all saying, what are y'all saying here? I think it's talented to do both languages. Bravo the bag chaser. Oh, Bravo's actually fire. I give Bravo props. Sneeko from Salinas. Oh, shout out to Sneeko, man. That's the homie right there. I've been trying to get him to do, he's like a shy dude. And he doesn't really like to do interviews, but I've been trying to convince him to do an interview, and he's like, can we record it first? And I'm like, nah, it's like live. And he's like, fuck. He's like, I'll think about it. Like, give me some time and I'll figure it out. But he's like been wanting to come in and do an interview though. But shout out to my brother, like Sneeko, man. I'm respecting him, bro. Sneeko from Salinas is dope. If he can make some noise in commercial music, he can blow up, in my opinion. No, I agree. I think Sneeko could definitely do some noise, bro. Sneeko's talented. Eli said, we just got style and finesse in the Bay. That's a fact, bro. I got Cisco Kid on my playlist. He old school from the Bay. No, his name's actually Don Cisco. He's from Latino Velvet. Don Cisco's from a group called Latino Velvet. He was in a group with JT from N2 Deep and the homie Baby Bash. Shout out Rodney, man. So yeah. So I fuck with Don Cisco, bro. He's such a good dude and like super humble. Me and him were actually label mates for a cool minute. I respect Don Cisco and oh, what happened? Oh, oops. But yeah, I fuck with Don Cisco, bro. Again, Latino Velvet was a group with JT from N2 Deep and Baby Bash and him. They had a couple, like, I wouldn't say like huge hits, but they definitely had a few, like, you know, cult hits and had a cult following. So respect to Don Cisco, bro. He actually has a couple dope interviews. I forgot who interviewed him recently, but I just seen a couple dope interviews I was watching from him where he was breaking down everything about Latino Velvet or whatever. But respect to him, man. Shout out to Don Cisco, bro. My brother Sam are in the building, bro. All right, so let's keep watching what these fools are talking about, bro.
Love something that's
you want her back, but you and Cali buying pussy.
That's true. There's a little bit of truth to that,
listen, crazy. Listen, outside pussy make your relationship stronger. You understand what I'm saying?
Because you realize how good you got it.
Listen, I went to a girl house the other day.
Why are you giving him this warning? That doesn't sound like his problem right now.
No, I think she's sick and tired.
That's crazy. They changed it.
Up, ain't nothing you could do about it.
That was loose.
You kept asking questions.
No, loose can't.
The blog city, we got the street bloggers. We run the streets.
We to discuss that our black rappers would destroy your black rappers.
I want to see how you gonna handle it.
Not even.
What?
That's crazy. Adam be saying anything.
Giant open universe where you.
Adam be saying anything. He just be pissing people off.
Ain't nobody want to keep hearing that sound. They ain't changed the sound. That shit sound the same.
Okay, now can we clear this shit up about what's the name you just said? Suede.
Money sign Suede.
Okay,
no, you don't got to talk about this.
I want to keep hearing that sound. They ain't changed the sound. That shit sound the same.
What?
Ain't nobody want to keep hearing that sound. They ain't changed the sound.
Easy.
Right there.
Another contender for our top five.
Lil Ties.
I like that.
Lil Ties, his name is Lil TYS. Wack. You old fat. You old fuck. His name's Lil TYS.
Contender for our top five.
Lil Ties.
Right there.
Cheeto Rounds.
Cheeto Round. This might be a paid post.
Daniel. Listen, so
you named some legends.
Here
too.
go the top five. Here go the top 5 for 5. Northern Southern.
What you got?
I don't agree with Lefty Gunplay, but let's go. Southerner.
Yo, this fool's whack. I'm sorry, bro. Like, Lefty Gunplay is not dope. If y'all know anything about me, you know that I think that Lefty Gunplay is absolute ass, bro. I'm never gonna think that Lefty Gunplay is dope ever.
T-Loc 2730, Northaniel.
What?
Might be a paid post.
Cheeto Rams.
Cheeto Ramos. Yeah. Oh. Another contender.
I like that right there.
Another contender for our top five.
Lil Ties.
Lil TYS, bro.
Go. Peso, go.
That's just, he ain't.
One peso.
He ain't.
About no 2 pesos.
Somebody call Wack. Somebody call
Hey, R.I.P. Suede, because if Suede was still around, this would have been easy.
No, it wouldn't have been, Adam. You literally went against everything you said. Because this motherfucker, like, respectfully, I say this respectfully because Money Sign Suede, he actually had a following and he was dope. Like, his whole image was dope and some of his music was actually dope. But it's just like his accent was too much. I just couldn't get past that. I just couldn't get past that, bro.
That shit sound the same.
What?
Ain't nobody want to keep hearing that sound. They ain't changed the sound. That shit sound the same.
Okay, now can we clear this?
Woody's dead, bro. Rest in peace to big homie Woody, bro. What are you talking about?
What's the name you just said? Suede?
Money Sign Suede.
Okay,
Why, you don't got to talk about this again.
No, why people keep saying I dissed dude?
Yeah, this is so old. This is like 3 years ago.
I dissed him? I don't even know him.
I know.
But how did I diss
They
him?
know. They've heard this.
But I'm saying, how did I diss him?
Because you said that he wasn't a legend or whatever. And I know you're going to say he wasn't a legend because he wasn't really that big or whatever.
Check this out.
I'm just saying he was super
See
dope.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, who's that?
Nigga, I'm not giving nobody. Listen, where we come from, you don't get that stamp unless you earn that stamp. I'm not taking away from.
Yo, this fool is so. Anyways, I'm gonna let him rant right now. I'm gonna go take a piss break. I'll be right back.
Cubes, our fucking Dre's, our games, all that shit.
This is what you're talking about when you could be talking about Aaron the plumber. Tellin'. Let's focus on the important shit.
All that. You mad because he calling you Coach Vulture?
So y'all guys Compton?
Compton got an East and West Side.
Yeah, for real?
East and West Side.
No, East and West Side. It's a city. Yeah. It's 88 cities in LA County. LA City is very little. So a Compton nigga's not gonna tell you from LA. So a LA nigga ain't gonna tell you from
Kendrick
Compton.
Lamar is from Compton.
Yeah, he from Compton, West Side. He grew up on the West Side.
Oh, so that's not so the West Side is different from the East Side.
Yeah, it's just
The West Side nice.
I ain't from Compton.
He from Compton. His side is nigga. He from where PM shit happened. PNB Rock over there. That's his area.
He gonna invite me to
Can you, Rainwater? Can you just admit real quick that our black rappers would destroy your rappers? Hey, we don't even need to discuss that our black rappers would destroy your black rappers.
I want to see how you gonna handle it.
Not even close.
Y'all black rappers will destroy our black rappers.
Rainwater, you better handle this right.
And we don't have any
You
whites,
represent Texas. You better handle this right.
In the state of Texas,
Dodie, you shouldn't even. Nigga,
You shouldn't even get started in this conversation. Just walk away.
Don't let this nigga get that
Go
off.
take a pee break.
I'm walking away. Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
You bust ass.
Just wanted to
I'm
make sure.
making money.
How that dude be talking in Houston? Oh, cake ass nigga.
Fuck them niggas.
Oh, you
son.
like cake.
I'm making
How
money.
you gonna let a white boy tell you something about
You
some
ain't
black
finna
rappers?
start this shit with me. I'm making
And you
money.
from Texas.
And they delivering hoes to my hotel. What are you talking about?
Who is?
All the rappers.
Who delivering hoes to your
Man,
hotel?
I love LA
I
rappers.
thought Puffy was in trial. What's wrong with this nigga?
Okay, so I think that's the end of like what they were talking about when it's like Mexican rappers. So let me break it down like this, bro. When it comes to the I'm gonna make it easy. Actually, let me do the. Gotta respond to this text message. So when it comes to like Bay Area Chicano rappers or like Northern Cali, right? I could really talk about dudes from like where I'm from. Right? My homie's locked up, so I can't really talk, my brother Pappy's locked up. But I really want to say shit like Chugs the Loke from here in Salinas, who's got like about 1 million or like 500,000 views on his video. He's super lit. And he kind of sound, I don't want to say sounds like, I don't want to say that he sounds like, I don't want to say that he sounds like EBK J-Bo, but he's on that same vibe. As far as like that, like very trap, drill music type, California drill music. So Chugs the Loke is super fire. He's from Salinas. I would also give props to Rico Too Smooth. I'm gonna say Bands from the Rose. I'm gonna say GB. I'm gonna say Acito. And then I'm going to say, I mean, if it's dead or alive, I'm going to say Lil TYS. But if it's not, I don't know who I'd get that fifth spot to. I don't want to be my homie Happy is the fire, but Happy is locked up. So there's that. But the chat's Sneako's fire. Sneako's fire. Philip just said Dregs one interviewed Don Cisco, Lefty Gunplay or Tekashi 6ix9ine. Definitely, you're gonna be mad, but definitely Tekashi 6ix9ine makes way better music. If we're talking about musically, Tekashi 6ix9ine. If we're talking about like gangster street, whatever, I'm gonna say Lefty Gunplay. Sorry, but I never liked Woody beats. Really, Woody had like fucking, I would say like 10 songs that were fire. But yeah, I mean, Obed Padilla is a dope rapper, poetic guy. I never heard of him. I'm open to listening to who he is. But bro, how we got 526 views and only 9 likes? Please like the motherfucking video. Please, just like the video. It costs nothing to like the video. It'll help get us in the algorithm. There's a lot of Latin rappers that are dope, but they gotta rap about different shit, real life struggles. Happy is dope. No, it is. You know what it is? It's like that's just what's lit. People want to hear that real life shit. People don't want to hear no paisa shit about you doing pinstripes on your fucking lowrider. Because not everybody can relate to that. The more relatable you are, the broader your audience is going to be, just naturally. So if you're talking about struggling, trapping, having having to pull drills, gang banging, all that shit. More people are gonna relate to that than a dude who, or a rapper who's like rapping about doing pinstriping and fucking like lowrider oldies. You know what I mean? Like, let me see. Louis said Westmont scheme is hard. He's from LA. I've never heard of him, brother. I've never heard of him. Add me on Instagram and send me his music. I'm down to listen to it. Listen, I'm down. I got an open mind. I'm not here to be a hater, bro. Okay. So all right. So I just said my 5 North rappers. So my 5 South rappers are gonna be Coyotes, and we're gonna count them as one group. So Coyotes. Then I'm gonna say Peso, ATM Drummer Boy. Honestly, I'm gonna redo that. Bah, scratch that shit. OGZ, Peso, Coyotes, ATM Drummer Boy. Who's my 5th? Phoenix Flexing. He's Mexican. I know black folks might be like he's black, but he's definitely Mexican. And if you're not gonna let me claim him, you're gonna let me claim X4. You know what I mean? They're both dope. They're both, you know what I mean, Mexican. When it comes to 5 Texas rappers that are Mexican, all right, my favorite top 5 Mexican rappers from Texas. I've got Mexican OT, D-Baby, Peso. And that's all I got for y'all. That's all I got. I don't listen to enough, you know what I mean? Like, cause really from Texas, all that I really got, I've done the song with, y'all want to hear it? D-Baby, Peso. What about G Garza? I've never heard of G Garza. Again, add me on Instagram and send me that music. I've never heard of G Garza. Listen, I've actually done music with Peso, bro. Let me see. Yo, so this is me and Peso, bro. This is me and oh man. This is me and Peso right here. Let me see. Oh, what? That's not So what? Wow, it's lame. All right, cool. So, this is it right here. This is me and Peso.
Tell me what you need, bruh. I can get you anything. Anything you need, bruh. Anything and everything. Tell me what you need, bruh. I can get you anything. Anything you need, bruh. Anything and everything. I can get you anything. Anything, yeah. Anything and everything. Everything, yeah. I can get you anything. Nothing, yeah. Anything and everything. Everything. I ain't on your team, I'm in the collect. Give me the cheese, give me the check. Keep all the drama, give me respect. And if you don't, well then it's your neck. Shout out your head, shout out your chest. Got your mama rocking the dress. I'm done playing with all you kids. Time for all the talking to quit. I came up off this shit, but y'all was working 9 to 6. I was hustling on college campuses and skirting out with your bitch. Server up with some hybrid, then server down with some nice dick. I ain't need no white chicks, but I know she liked it. So now I'm on to better things. Fuck them hoes, wedding rings, bigger plans, hella kids, wealth, health, house, everything. Homie, I'm a grown man, you can tell by my pedigree. Blood stains on my Gucci slides of energy. Fuck everything that they telling me. These same dudes were telling me. These same dudes I gave way to when I hate to. Y'all held to me. Toyota Corolla, the I-5. Homie, don't stop at a ride high. So much of this bullshit in my life, but I'ma just give you the highlights. What you need, bruh? I can get you anything. Anything you need, bruh. Anything and everything. Tell me what you need, bruh. I can get you anything. Anything you need, bruh. Anything and everything. I can get you anything. Anything, yeah. Anything and everything. Everything, yeah. I can get you anything. Nothing, yeah. Anything and everything. Everything.
Walk in the Maybach and it got the swing. That nigga acting gangster, but that Glock could make him change. I aimed it at his brains, but I hit him in his chest. Fuck it though, because I put that boy in cardiac arrest. I was 17 years old when I hopped inside of Lynx. I was 25 years old when I went and bought a lamb. I ran that shit up off a gram. No fake or flaw, just who I am. I'm trapping, but my niggas still pulling credit card scams. Put that money in my hand, the only way you good here. When you still foot up on my block, you can tell it's hood here. When I got that Draco, don't make me put that hand on that wood, yeah. 100 on my wrist gives you a reason just to
tell me what you need, bruh. I can get you anything. Anything you need, bruh. Anything and everything. Tell me what you need, bruh. I can get you anything. Anything you need, bruh. Anything and everything. I can get you anything. Anything, yeah. Anything and everything. Everything, yeah. I can get you anything. Nothing, yeah. Anything and everything. Everything. I ain't doing this shit cause I wanna. I'm doing this shit cause I gotta. With shotters, smoking on ganja and Chirac, smoking with mobsters. I'm spending racks in them bottles in Vegas. I don't care what it costs. If you want it, you know that I got it. Come get it and give me them dollars. In NFL, swimming with dolphins in Memphis. Get it like dolphins, pray to work and it's exhausted toast. Pray we don't lose in the process. A profit, I get it in profits. I'm charging, I gotta be honest. I know money my calling, my team has got in my wallet. Getting rich off a network cause I'm LinkedIn. Never had a LinkedIn, I'm a kingpin. You a weekend on the weekend from the 831 Hermit. You can get your jeweler here. He can test all my jewelry. Diamonds on me super clear. Moons had to change it up. Show you I ain't fake as fuck. Y'all painting pictures of me, but Picasso didn't paint with mud on his painting brush. But details about me laser cut. Drip on Wack, call it angel dust. Tell me what you need, bruh. I can get you anything. Anything you need, bruh. Anything and everything. Tell me what you need, bruh. I can get you anything. Anything you need, bruh. Anything and everything. I can get you anything. Anything, yeah. Anything and everything. Everything, yeah. I can get you anything. Nothing, yeah. Anything and everything. Everything.
Yeah. So that was me and Peso, bro. Actually, this song, can I play this song? Is it cool?
I'm a sure Friday after next, like Diddy sent me. About to fuck him up on camp, like Ray J sent me. Rolling with some crazy shit, like I played with Jeffrey. 2 9s on me, bitch. My name is Gretzky. What's right? Hey, skating with a stick. What's right? Hey, what's wrong? Name is Gretzky. What's right? Hey, what's wrong? Dodging all these hits. What's right?
This is me right here. Solo song.
Champion skating and mopping the globe. Pass taking mad shots, but I'm the patron. Pockets fat, I'm the man you plug. Brag that he know, saying that he got the gas, but I have it, you know. Fuel, yes I am that man. Cookie jar, smell like a gas can. Runs cross, have them all coughing, no Batman. I do everything, put my city on the map, man. Do a lot of good, but sometimes I'm a bad man. It's for a bigger cause, I'm bigger cause. Put in work in my net worth, I'll protect it all. That's why I got these TVs in my place. That's why these Versace's all on my face. Acting like they be on beef, but I know it's fake. Too glizzy sitting on the seat, let them know it ain't. Open up the box, these my Yeezys for a day. No heat, so why your feet out of date? I'm a sure Friday after next, like Diddy sent me. About to fuck him up on camp, like Ray J sent me. Rolling with some crazy shit, like I played with Jeffrey. 2 9s on me, bitch. My name is Gretzky. What's right? Hey, skating with a stick. What's right? Hey, what's wrong? Name is Gretzky. What's right? Hey, what's wrong? Dodging all these hits. What's right? Hey, what's wrong? Name is Gretzky.
Yeah. See, that's me, man. That's my music right there. So that was that last song was called Gretzky. The song before that, that was called Anything with Peso. So I've done music with Peso. I've done I got a whole video. That Peso song, me and him got a whole video. I just never released it. Like, it's just like, to me, it's all about timing, and then like eventually, like it's just so much. I don't even want to go down the whole rabbit hole of explaining why I didn't release that song with Peso or whatever. But or that last song. That last song's fire. I got a lot of good music, but it's just like ooh, sorry. But shout out, thank you, bro. I appreciate them fire signs. And then you said sounds like all this new rap, something you can hear on the radio. It's dope. I appreciate you, Philip. Thank you, bro. But you know, it's like I found the minute I found podcasting, and you know, I just like have so much knowledge on hip hop besides just like, you know, I got this knowledge on hip hop that I got, and it's just bigger than my music. And I could have an ego and be like, oh, I'm going to push this music on that shit. Like, I never show that music. I never show all this shit right here that you guys just heard. Y'all are the first people that I've showed this music to in like fucking like 3-4 years, bro. And thank y'all for vibing out with me, for the record. You know what I mean? But just put it out. I got a music video, so I'm probably still gonna put it out. But the thing is, like, I found God in the last few years, right? So my whole thing has been like, my whole focus has been like walking with Christ, and I've actually been writing a lot of Christian themed music. That's like the same style, right? It's like the same blaps. And I'm talking about like me trapping and all the shit that I went through. But I'm just, you know, I'm referencing God and a bunch of Bible scriptures. So I'm doing a bunch of that shit now. But I want to put out my own music because it's like, it's showing like if I put that out, then I put out my new music. And all my new shit where I'm talking about my walk with Christ, it's going to show growth of who I am as a person. You feel me? Which I think is dope. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all feedback. Y'all heard that peso shit, you know what I mean? Put it out, and at the end, show you found God. No, absolutely. See, exactly. So I think that's like that's kind of like the direction I was thinking. I was like, it'd be kind of a waste for me not to put it out, right? You know what I mean? But yeah. So so I agree with you, brother. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna I definitely feel like I feel like I gotta I owe it to the world to put that music out, just so it's like I'm like notorious for not putting out old music. I'm notorious for not putting out old music and just like sitting on it, and it's stupid. It does nothing, bro. Watch, look at my manager. My manager wants me to put this out so bad. This is a song called Baby I Know. This is my song right here. And he just gets mad when I do.
Baby, I know that I'm out here chasing millions and I'm risking everything that I got. Everything that I got.
Let me know in the chat, bro.
Baby, I know.
Make sure y'all like this video.
I've been searching for the exit, but right now there's just nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. I ain't on some petty shit. I ain't on some jealous shit. You ain't talking dollar signs. We ain't talking no English. Moved over 10 tons. There's 4 elephants. Fire, water, dirt, gas, 4 elements. She lying. She's saying that she's celibate. She don't give pussy. She's selling it. I really wanna catfish me with an Instagram persona. Even post pictures and she tag Fashion Nova. But I don't wanna over. I don't wanna know her. She don't even know me. Cheated on my homie. And all your homegirls want this. All your homegirls want this. All your homegirls want this. That I'm out here chasing millions and I'm risking everything that I got. Everything that I got. Baby, I know. I've been searching for the exit, but right now there's just nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. I gotta be able to trust you. I gotta be able to trust you. So I found me a queen and finally do.
Hey.
I found me a queen, I finally do. Hey, run a marathon. Got money on the phone like a telethon. Got money in the safe cause I'm hella and my living room TV a Jumbotron. Hey, so tell me what it is. You love to watch Narcos and this is what it is. Baby, what you scared for? You need to take a risk. Couple years, Cartier sitting on your wrist. Hey, I know that I'm out here chasing millions and I'm risking everything that I got. Everything that I got. Baby, I know. I've been searching for the exit, but right now there's just nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
Yeah. See, I make music too, bruh. So we get down a little different in the Bay Area, man. We get down a little different up north, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? All right. So, I know we already went there. So, yeah, anyways, when it comes to Mexican rappers, bro, just don't sound like the Taco Bell dog, and I might listen to you. If you don't sound like the Taco Bell dog, I might listen to you. All right, so let's break down this Tory Lanez shit, man, because this is crazy. All right, so So Tory Lanez was stabbed by another inmate and was rushed to a nearby hospital. And this is like an old report. So this is the updated news right here. Tory was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. Both of his lungs collapsed and he was placed on the breathing apparatus. He is now breathing on his own. Despite being in pain, he is talking normally, in good spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. He also wants to thank everybody for their continued prayers and support. This is something that Tory Lanez posted. And I say Tory Lanez loosely because obviously this is his team. Obviously, this is his team that posted this. Hold up. So obviously, this is what his team posted from his Instagram. I think that this is kind of crazy. I've been watching a bunch of content on this all day, and we've been paying close attention to what's been going on with Tory Lanez. Hold on. Before I move on, please do me a favor. If you're new in here, listen. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I appreciate everybody. Just hit the like button. At very least, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Follow the channel. You know, drop a comment. Let us know what you think about it. If you disagree with me or agree with me, let us know in the chat or in the comment if you're watching this after the stream ends. So again, Tory Lanez locked up for allegedly shooting Meg Thee Stallion. Tory Lanez, again, stabbed 14 times, 7 wounds to the back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. They're saying this is one dude who did this. After, combing through all the hip hop media and people who were calling in, apparently it was a Mexican dude who did this. This is a Mexican guy, allegedly, who stabbed Tory Lanez 14 times. See, I got a problem with that 14 times, right? And if you know, you know. You know what I mean? Like, the real way I get debunked that is like, all right, well, like, how do you really count the amount of time? Because this dude was clearly trying to kill him. You're not going to stab somebody 14 times. So I'm watching all this different content, right? And I'm hearing like people are calling in from the pen. We're in Tehachapi, where Tory Lanez is being housed. And apparently Tory Lanez was like doing his thing, right? He has a lot of money. He was using his influence to make sure that like his whole car was running right. So Christmas, he made sure everybody's books was filled up. He's doing second chance programs for other inmates, helping them beat cases, getting appeals for some of the other inmates, and I'm not mad at that. But what I'm hearing is this fool Tory Lanez was kind of like flexing his power. Apparently he had problems with a bunch of different people, and he was just paying to get them like either whacked or like fucked with. But this is allegedly, right? Because I saw all this on Poetic Flacco's channel, and Poetic Flacco essentially is he's got an insider who's going to be calling into his pod from Tehachapi. One thing I think people that aren't from California got to realize that California has a lot of politics. It don't matter what color you are, don't matter none of that shit. We got a lot of politics. And that's what runs the prison. So we're going to listen to this phone call from somebody who called in from the prison, kind of to let us know what happened.
This morning, brother, the next came out and bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so you know, nah, that's gonna respond. When we come off this shit, we're gonna respond. The right way to that.
They laid the yard down?
No, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over some. What he had did he have a debt, a gambling debt or something?
Hold on, let's restart this right here.
Came out and bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so you know, nah, that's gonna respond. When we come off this shit, we're gonna respond. The right way to that.
They laid the yard down?
No, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over some. What he had did he have a debt?
Hold on, we gotta hear that whole shit from the beginning, bro, because of what he says.
This morning, brother, the next came out and bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so you know, nah, that's gonna respond. When we come off this shit, we're gonna respond. The right way to that.
They laid the yard down?
No, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over some. What he had did he have a debt, a gambling debt or something?
Nah, nothing like that. Shit, we don't even really know. We don't even know the whole situation, you know.
So it was just like some foul play. So it's gonna be up.
Yeah, it's there for sure with some foul play.
Damn, cuz. Wasn't nobody right there with him when it happened? Wasn't nobody right there with him when it went down?
Yeah, I guess nobody. This morning, brother, the next came out and bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so you know, nah, that's gonna respond. When we come off this shit, we're gonna respond. The right way to that.
They laid the yard down?
No, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over some. What he had did he have a debt, a gambling debt or something?
Nah, nothing like that. Shit, we don't even really know. We don't even know the whole situation, you know.
So it was just like some foul play. So it's gonna be up.
Yeah, it's there for sure with some foul play.
Damn, cuz. Wasn't nobody right there with him when it happened? Wasn't nobody right there with him when it went down?
Yeah, I guess nobody. This morning, brother, the next came out and bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so you know, nah, that's gonna respond. When we come off this shit, we're gonna respond. The right way to that.
They laid the yard down?
No, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over some. What he had did he have a debt, a gambling debt or something?
Nah, nothing like that. Shit, we don't even really know. We don't even know the whole situation, you know.
So it was just like some foul play. So it's gonna be up.
Yeah, it's there for sure with some foul play.
Damn, cuz. Wasn't nobody right there with him when it happened? Wasn't nobody right there with him when it went down?
Yeah, I guess nobody. this morning, brother, the next came out and bust on.
All right, so right now whoever is calling in, and apparently this is from Wack100. You know what I mean? Y'all do whatever y'all will with that information. This is from Wack100. Had somebody call in and let us know that it was a Mexican that stabbed Tory Lanez 14 times inside Tehachapi prison. You know, listen, I have my own views on that alone. Like, the fact that you're releasing that information is insane, bro. Like, this fool Wack is crazy, bro. He don't be wrong though. I mean, I think that's the most shocking part about it. I think that's the most shocking part about it. Let's see here. Oh my God. I guess we're gonna go back.
Want to try Ozempic?
Oh my God, bro. Hold up. So Tory got stabbed 14 times. They had to airlift this fool. This is them. They're like, apparently they're airlifting him from Tehachapi into a hospital. Listen, man. This is all stupid. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, all this shit is stupid. A rep for California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation told TMZ that Tory Lanez was attacked by another prisoner in the housing unit at California Correction Institution in Tehachapi around 7:20 a.m. this morning. Prison staff dashed to the scene and began administering first aid to Tory after calling 911. Tory was then rushed to a hospital off prison grounds to receive more treatment. The CDCR spokesperson did not disclose Tory's current condition. After all the riffraff and learning everything that happened, we know now that he's in stable condition. Thank the Lord. I think it's super ignorant. I just hate this. It just makes Mexican people look so stupid. It makes Mexican people look so stupid and ignorant because we're hearing that it was a Mexican person that did it, and it just makes us look dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I also understand that it's like different in prison. He might have been doing whatever and pushing his power around because he got money, but it's like, it's stupid. It makes us look dumb. It makes us look ignorant. This is not a good look. Dear Mexicans, this is not a good look. We look dumb and ignorant when we do shit like this. Straight up. Like all the crazy, like, I'm tough, I fucking did this, and like, that shit don't impress me, guys. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you went to prison and stabbed 1,000 people and you're like this tough guy. That don't impress me. Get you $1 million and teach me how to get it. That'll impress me. I don't give a fuck about you being a tough guy and going around and you fought all these guys. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about how you beat this guy up. Teach me how to beat poverty. Teach me how to beat your credit score. Teach me that shit. I don't give a fuck about any of that other shit. That shit don't impress me. This is super degenerate culture. It perpetuates racial tensions between black and brown people. It perpetuates ignorance as far as like who we are as a people. I'm sorry. This does not impress me. Guys, if this was a real Mexican that stabbed him, I'm embarrassed for you, your family, and everybody that's associated to you. It's embarrassing. It's degeneracy. I refuse to excuse my people for continuing to perpetuate degeneracy. This shit is bullshit. It's weird. It's weird. We're in 2025. Get over it. It's like, at what point do we quit victimizing ourselves? At what point do we start being like, yo, you guys are just fucking degenerate bums? You know what I mean? Because at some point we gotta be like, you guys are literally just being degenerate bums, and it's stupid. Tory Lanez is a fucking Canadian, so I'm hearing that they was just, this is allegedly. I don't know. I'm not a expert, right? But they're saying that Tory Lanez was like a trophy and they had to get at the most valuable asset on the yard, and that's who it was. You know what I mean? They were trying to take out the most valuable asset in the yard. They were unsuccessful because you guys are bums stabbing them with the fucking toothbrush, because you guys are degenerates that are gonna essentially live the rest of your lives locked up. And this is just weird. I'm sorry, but this is just weird. I don't give a fuck. Really. I really don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna ever make excuses for this type of degeneracy, bro. Philip said, put it out at the end, show you found God. Oh, yeah. I read that. Wow, that's crazy. I heard he dropped Raw album from prison month back. Yeah, so like the super conspiracy theorists are saying is because he dropped a album from prison and he was low key like taking little shots at Drake. But that's stupid. That's stupid. I'm sorry. Alex Carr said, "Why were you guys talking about A-Wax?" A-Wax the homie. I think A-Wax is one of the dopest rappers from the Bay Area. Shout out to A-Wax. A-Wax is dumbfire. And he stood on business against fucking Joe Blow. So I fuck with A-Wax. He chased Joe Blow around a bunch of cars. That's fucking hilarious. I actually fuck with A-Wax in real life, though. You know what I mean? Shout out to homie, bro. Shout out to A-Wax. Shout out to Big Tone. Shout out to the brother Gold Toes. Oh, man. Gold Toes is so dope because he always supports me. He gives me great advice. And I appreciate the fuck out of Gold Toes, bro. You know what I mean? I fuck with A-Wax though. A-Wax got a, like, I wish the dynamic that him and Gold Toes got on that I'm sorry. The dynamic that him and Gold Tone got on that Gold Tone. The dynamic that A-Wax and Big Tone have on their podcast is like no other. That's crazy. The fact that the fact that I said Gold Tone and all Gold Toes, even though they don't. That's for another stream. Yeah, that's for another stream. I don't want to disrespect nobody tonight. Yeah. It's crazy. People see my podcast, bro, and they be so jealous that they go on their podcast, they interview like a fucking surfer, like the superintendent from a school, and they don't got the same motion. Listen, like before I even started podcasting, I've been in this game. Like, I'm like, if I include my podcasting shit, I've been in this game like over 30 years, bro. You know what I mean? Or about 30 years. Most of y'all wish y'all had that same motion, but you don't. You know what I mean? Most of y'all wish y'all had that motion, but you don't. Y'all be hating. Cause me and my manager really be getting it. Some people want to see you do good until the point that you're doing better than them. And I don't like that for you. I hope you find peace within yourself and you're able to be a better person. You know what I mean? I've never crossed nobody. I've never done nothing intentionally towards anybody because I just lived that way. Even before I found God. What's crazy is when I was atheist, I always was just like, you know what? Like, I don't believe in God, but I still believe in just being righteous. And the fact that some of y'all are such haters, y'all sit and look at my podcast. Y'all are hate watching. You're mad at me because y'all ain't in the position that I'm in. Here, let me give you some advice. Work harder. Don't be a fucking square ass dweeb ass fucking nerd cornball. Have a personality, which goes with the last suggestion. You know what I mean? And just do your thing. Chances are that most of y'all don't even like have the knowledge to be able to even speak on half the shit that I talk about. But it's cool. Because I could talk about the culture. I could talk about history. I could talk about religion. Let me know. Let me know. If you really got the balls to come here and debate me on my platform, I'd love to mark you out. Most of you guys just come on here. You buy a microphone and go on your platform and just spew a bunch of nonsensical bullshit that you don't even believe. I'm not the most perfect Christian or God-fearing man, but I'll tell you what, I'm blessed and highly favored, and God has so much love for me. Most of y'all never even felt God's love. But anyways, it's your boy Ghambit, Tequila Daddy, Agave Poppy, Jose Rogan. On the most lit podcast in the Galaxy, Treehouse Club Live. Listen. Hope y'all have a good night. I know I am. We talked about a bunch of shit tonight. Make sure you wipe your butts or use your bidet. Say your prayers, hit the gym. Say your prayers, hit the gym. Drink your water and quit sleeping on your greatness. God bless you all. This has been Treehouse Club Podcast. We're going to go live every Monday. I love the vibes here. We're going to go live every Monday, and we're going to react to what the biggest shit was every week. I appreciate y'all. If y'all fuck with the content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It'll let you know every time that we going live. I appreciate y'all. God bless. Hit the gym. Say your prayers. Drink your water. And quit sleeping on your greatness. God bless you all. Good night. Hey. And if you up for it, I'm going to go live on Kick. Follow the Kick. Download Kick. I'll be going live there next on with a bunch of music. Yo.